So you've found them, your soulmate, the one who makes your heart race with their brilliant confidence, or maybe it's their gentle vulnerability. You're magnetically pulled to this quality they possess, this thing you believe you lack. But here's where we need to get real about what's actually happening. The whole concept of soulmates as romantic completion is a beautiful myth we've created based on our need for supreme happiness. We're told that somewhere out there is our other half, the one who will make us whole, the one who will finally complete us. The conventional wisdom sounds so profound. Find a confident partner to learn confidence. Attract a grounded person to teach you stability. We're taught that what we're attracted to in others reveals what we need to develop in ourselves. Until you realize this is describing a transaction, not transformation. Because here's what actually happens in the real world of human relationships. 6 months in, that confidence you found so magnetic starts feeling like arrogance. That vulnerability that melted your heart now feels needy, clingy, exhausting, and suddenly you're wondering what the hell you were thinking. Welcome to the shadow integration trap. We've been told that when someone's quality triggers us, we need to heal that shadow in ourselves. But what if we've got it completely wrong? Here's what the esoteric traditions have always understood about attraction and what might make your therapist uncomfortable. We're not attracted to people to cure ourselves of our shadows. We're attracted to them because consciousness seeks to experience its full spectrum through relationship. When you're drawn to someone's insecurity, your psyche isn't saying heal your insecurity. It's saying explore your insecurity. When their neediness starts to trigger you, it's not because you need to eliminate neediness from your system. It's because you need to find where in your life you can allow yourself to be more needy. Every time we connect with another person, whether through physical contact, emotional intimacy, or even just sustained attention, there's an energetic exchange happening. The 4 elements within each person begin to interact, creating what esoteric traditions call permanent karmic connections. This isn't just metaphorical poetry. This is the actual mechanism of how consciousness explores itself through relationship. This flies in the face of everything we've been taught about shadow work. The therapeutic world tells us integration means resolution, that we're supposed to make peace with our shadows by bringing them to light, and they will dissipate. But consciousness doesn't work like a repair shop. You don't fix broken parts, you include more parts. The person who triggers you isn't showing you what to heal. They're showing you what to consciously explore rather than unconsciously reject. So when your partner's laid-back attitude starts driving you crazy, instead of asking, how can I make this affect me less, try this. Where in my life am I not allowing myself to be more relaxed? When their emotional intensity becomes overwhelming, don't ask, how do I become less reactive? Ask, where could I benefit from being more emotionally intense? This is about understanding that the function of a romantic partner is to make your hidden aspects surface, so you can consciously relate to them. Your soulmate isn't teaching you to be different. They're teaching you to be more completely yourself. The qualities that first attract us and later repel us aren't opposites of what we need to develop. They're exaggerated versions of what we need to integrate. Your partner's overwhelming confidence might be inviting you to explore healthy arrogance. Their crippling insecurity might be calling you into vulnerable uncertainty. Here's what the ancient traditions understood that we've forgotten. Relationships require friction. Just like you can only polish a stone through pressure and resistance, you can only polish consciousness through the creative tension of difference. The person who never challenges you, never triggers you, never makes you uncomfortable, isn't helping you grow. They're helping you stay asleep. Because wholeness doesn't mean balance in the way we usually think. It means conscious inclusion of everything we've been unconsciously avoiding. This is where the concept of soulmates becomes actually useful, not as completion, but as conscious exploration partners. When you realize that your triggers are invitations rather than problems to solve, everything changes. Instead of trying to fix each other or fix yourselves, you start asking, what is this quality trying to teach us? Your insecure partner isn't broken. They're exploring a territory of human experience. You've perhaps been too afraid to enter this territory. Your overly confident partner isn't narcissistic. They're demonstrating a relationship with personal power. This is something you might need to investigate further. This is the real intimacy that conscious partnership offers, the chance to explore the full spectrum of human experience together, not by becoming the same, but by becoming more courageously different, not by eliminating your shadows, but by dancing with them consciously. When you stop trying to cure each other's shadows, you start investigating your own relationship. You discover something remarkable about yourself in the process. The very things that trigger you become doorways to parts of yourself you didn't know existed. Your partner becomes a mirror, not for what you need to fix, but for what you need to explore in your own life. So here's the question that transforms everything about how we relate to our triggers, our partners, and ourselves. What if the qualities that disturb us most in others aren't showing us what we need to heal, but what we need to consciously integrate? What if your soulmate's most annoying trait is actually a gift, not teaching you to be rid of something, but teaching you to include everything? What if the whole point of romantic attraction isn't to find someone who completes you, but to find someone who gives you permission to explore the parts of yourself you've been unconsciously rejecting? The next time someone's behavior makes you want to run screaming, try this instead. Get curious. Ask not how do I make this stop, but how do I learn to dance with this? Where in my life could I benefit from exploring this quality more consciously? Because the deepest spiritual truth might be this: we're not here to be perfect, we're here to be complete. And completion doesn't mean the absence of challenging qualities. It means the conscious inclusion of all qualities. Your triggers aren't mistakes to be corrected, they're territories to be explored. The person who pushes all your buttons isn't your problem, they're your teacher. And what they're teaching you isn't how to get rid of your buttons, they're teaching you how to push them consciously.